Where do you draw inspiration from when it comes to lighting? Is it an image? Is it a feeling?
It's something that I think I've learned in doing projects. When I was working on the Kaufman House, and for a long time, we were seeing the house during the day. You know, we were seeing the materials, and it was the first time we turned on light in the house. And he did it so minimally that at night, it wasn't overlit, it was just beautifully lit. And I called the owner and I said, I'm looking at the house for the first time with light, and it is just amazing.
I also had an architect one time ask me, are you fixture pickers or are you design collaborators? And I was like, when we start a project, we often will say, what are the words that you're using to describe the experience here? And we had a client one time say, intimidation. And we thought, oh. So how do we use light to create maybe a feeling of intimidation? Now, there was more to it. It wasn't quite as awful as that sounds, but they wanted to project power. And so how could we work with light and architecture to project power?
Outside of my academic world and professional world, being in nightclubs, and as a teenager in my early 20s, going to nightclubs, concerts, getting lost in the experience of light that these events deliver, I became very mesmerized by it as personal experiences.
I want to talk directly about technology now, because in this space, it's undeniably become part of the picture. It's why we're here. So with the rise of tunable and dynamic lighting, has technology brought us closer to or further from the poetic aspects of light?
That's such a great question. And I want to say, with technology, I think we all can say, how many ways can something go wrong? Oh my God. So
it's job security for us.
Designer lighting controls and with hidden fixtures, so I get to be that guy, sorry. Yeah, exactly, right? We joke that we're gonna have y'all clean up with us with this light. We wanna show that the lights can get to bright white here. We talk about what LEDs and the time of undimmable.
Stop.
He goes, change it. Yeah. Okay, I will do that. So we'll bring them down a little bit here.
The question of just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? And we all as designers, I mean, everybody in this room thinks that way, right? And we have clients that we walk through the journey of design and say, yes, you could do this, but do you really want to do this, and do you need to do it? And at some point, does it become visual noise? And I think we can all remember the time when LED lights, when they had the color changing capability and they came out of the box and they would cycle through all their colors. And then before you knew it, in our cityscapes, we would see these rainbow cycles everywhere. And so what we really want to ask is, with all of this technology, how are we realizing the vision, right? And how are we, it's always all these ideas, and then how do we edit them down to the essence of what we're trying to accomplish? And sometimes, you know, we often think, and we've talked about, at LAX, for example, just because you can put colored light everywhere, is that really the right thing to do? Or do you do it in one anchoring spot or in one swooping gesture? That beautiful artwork at the gateway, I mean, that was a revelation, and beautifully handled with which colors are used, et cetera. And that was hours and hours and hours of the artist picking those colors and having a reason why. And, I have to say, we got to LAX, we got to work with them, and we said, how do you pick deviation from those colors? And, the maintenance guy does it when the Dodgers win. And we thought, okay, we all have to think about that. If we're going to give these tools to our clients, do we help prepare them for being good stewards of those systems that we're giving them?